We've all heard about the school bus driver shortage, and many of us have experienced it firsthand. We wanted to crowdsource transportation directors' best tips and tricks to find out what's worked best for them to give you inspiration. So, listen into what some of our SBFX attendees had to say about their experience recruiting and retaining drivers.
I think the best things that work for driver recruitment and retention, especially in an age where we're still advocating and fighting for higher wages, is having a good culture and climate within the department. We work very well off of referrals from some of our current staff, some of the staff members throughout the district, and that's what helps us the most as far as driver recruitment and retention is concerned.
I think that pay is one that's big that everybody tries to compete for on recruitment and retention, but the big part about it is making sure the culture is great and the morale. You got to make sure you show the bus drivers that you care about them and you love them. They're the ones that are behind the wheel every day taking care of the nation's children. And so if you can do that part and meet them in the other areas, then that's what's going to help you keep and retain your bus drivers.
We have implemented a longevity bonus. We do have a sign-on bonus. We have perfect attendance bonuses. And then we're also in the process of, with the district, reviewing the salary schedules to see if we can potentially increase that as well. As cost of living has gone up, they need to get more money.
Okay, well, first off, I'm happy to say Klein ISD doesn't have a driver shortage problem. Probably for the past 3 years, we've done really well. At any given time, we're somewhere between 0 to 4 drivers short, which I don't consider a driver shortage. But the things that we've done that I think have helped, we have a dedicated HR team. That's all they do is hire for transportation. We have 2 ladies that don't have any other job but that, and so it's not somebody's part-time job that they have to do, and so I think that's helped. We do the CLP portion. We pay for all that training. We don't require you to come to us with a CLP. I do think we've helped with morale. I think the morale issue has helped. We've embraced the idea that people can go anywhere and, they'll leave you for a quarter. And so we don't throw money at the problem. We're certainly not the highest paid transportation department in the country, and we're nowhere even close to the highest paid in the country. But people tend to stay with us. People tend to want to come because of word of mouth. And so we do those things really well.
Right now, we offer a benefit package. Drivers that will come in and we offer medical, dental, we offer retirement. Another initiative that we're working on, planning-wise, is some type of retention bonus and maybe a signing bonus. We've noticed our neighbors are able to offer signing bonuses, but we here in Maryland have contracted negotiated agreements. We have unions, and so we have to be mindful about the negotiated contract on hand when we're offering any type of bonus. So those are all in our planning talks right now to try to recruit and retain our drivers.
Well, we in our district, we definitely hold what we call a cohort program, where we actually will take in 2 or 3 expiring bus operators, train them, put them through the program, and then also pay them as a bus aid or so as an incentive until they reach those licenses.
Driver recruitment, we're doing, if you don't have your CDL or anything, we do a $250 sign-on bonus, which you do get within 6 months after completing. If you're ready to roll, that means you have everything to get in that bus. We do $750 after 6 months of service.
Right now we work with Indeed. We do a lot of Indeed job fair events online. We also have our grassroots recruiting. We have a lot of job fairs at our location. We have Big Bus No Big Deal on every other Friday. That's where the applicants can come in and they can test drive a school bus before they actually go out and fill out the application to make sure that they're comfortable enough to drive. We have a course in our lot that they can drive through.
Driver recruitment and retention is an important aspect of our department. We try to hire with competitive wages. We have full training for CDL, Class B, PNS endorsements, and we offer bonuses after 6 months with safe driving, perfect attendance. This has worked very well in our district, in our department, and also just creating a culture of excellence. professionalism, working together as a team and listening to the needs of our employees has helped tremendously.
It's the pay. Every time you think you one up somebody one ups you. You have all the different companies around you that have full-time benefits. We're a small county. We can't offer full-time benefits. So we get drivers trained and then they leave. Or they come in under the guise of they want to drive for you, get their license, and then they're gone to drive for a dump truck. So we have such competition for our drivers that it makes it hard to recruit, for one, and for them to stay. We have no longevity because they'll get 2 or 3 years experience under their belt, and you got a charter school pulling on them or a private school pulling on them, and they can offer $2 or $3 more an hour. They're gone. I think everybody's looking at the same thing. The only thing you can do is offer more money, but every time you offer more money, the next company comes up with more money. So as a state organization, you can only go so high before you're tapped out. Our money comes from the state, so we're on a budget. So it is what it is. When I came back, we were at $12 an hour. We're now up to $18.50 an hour. It's still not enough.
The best strategies are local strategies, and so it does depend on where you are and what your needs are. But I would say the most successful strategy I have heard is where transportation departments have gone to the back-to-school sessions and special education parents groups, etc., and they've made a pitch to parents who may be looking for jobs and understanding the part-time nature and some occasions of it. But one of the things they've done is they've raised the awareness of the parent community about the need for bus drivers. And even if it didn't generate drivers directly, those parents were out telling people, hey, the district is hiring drivers. So it was really good PR for the department and for that. The second thing that they've done is they're using social media. And so they're taking people on a drive with them in a school bus, kind of giving a tour and showing them the realities of it. I think there's a lot of fear from folks about driving a bus today. I think the social media strategy and the going directly to parents, those two I know have worked over and over across the country.
So many innovative and simple ideas were shared here. We're so grateful to these folks for telling us what they've done at their district to attract drivers for the Big Yellow Bus. But what have you tried? Please tell us in the comments. And join us at the next SBFX to rub elbows with your peers personally and get in on the conversation. And please visit our website for more best practices around building an amazing transportation team. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you to the Platinum sponsors of this year's SBFX, IC Bus, Ride, and Thomas Built Buses. We'll see you again soon.